Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is an 18-part video series showing you how to create a Chevrolet car dealership. Let's get started. So to start, let's open a new architecture template. So click on New, drop down, and then select architecture template and then press OK. So we start out at level 1. Here is the elevation tags, and before we start anything else we should save. So let's save it to the location that we want to. So I'm saving it to the location that I want to. I put in the name car dealership. But before I click save, click on the option first, and then here it's giving you maximum backups of 20. So basically, if you save, they're gonna be save number 1, 2, 3 up to 20. Most of the time you do it if you're a beginner, so that you can go back to any save timeline that you did, and then you can recover the file. But for me, if you're intermediate or if you're good, you can put it at 1, or you could just put it at 5 just to be sure. So it's better to just keep it around 1 to 5. So now press OK and then click on save. So now that it's saved, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to architecture and then click on grid, or you could type in GR. So if you type GR, you'll be able to add the grid line instantly. You don't need to click on the icon, and also it's faster if you gonna do it like that. So now we have the elevation tag right here, and most of the time we put it in the middle, so the grid line in the middle, so that our model is around in the middle. The reason for that is this elevation tag is the view, so that all our elevation will be shown to those specific elevations. So this is north, south, east, and west. So most of the time, if you need more room, you could just select that and then drag it along to where its axis is. So now I'm just gonna add this grid line first right here. It will create number 1 grid line like so, and then click at the top. You can press escape and then escape again. Now we have number 1 grid line right here, and if we just copy this, Revit will recognize the sequence, so it will create number 2, 3, and 4 depending if you're gonna put it on the left side or the right side. Most of the time it's on the right side. So now you can select that grid line number 1, type in CO. So basically CO is copy. That's the keyboard shortcut, or if you go in modify, this is the icon that you need to click. Usually you will need to click on multiply, so that you don't need to keep on clicking copy. So here I'm just gonna check multiply, so that I could instantly add multiple grid lines at the same time. So here, this is the number 1 grid line. I'm gonna select that again, and then I'm gonna drag it on the right side because I want it on the right side to be added. So now I can type in the dimension. So here I'm gonna put 11172. It will create number 2 grid line, 6746. Then next is 7015, 14535, and then here we need to add more space, so zoom out and then go on the right side. and make sure this is 90 degrees. Nothing is creating that grid, that different degree sign there. So next, we are at number 5. Next will be 6th. So zoom out, put it on the right side. That's 14434, and then 10632, and then lastly 5338. So we have all that grid line right here. We can press escape and then escape again. So we created 8 grid lines. And then now, if you notice, we have our east elevation right here. So we just need to select that, and then you can just drag it there. You can also move it if you want. So here we're gonna move this north. So you could use move command MV, or you could just drag it, depending on what you want, as long as you do it. So here, press escape, select that one, you could just drag it. So multiple ways to do it. So now let's do the horizontal grid line. For this one, I know we're gonna extend it a lot, so we're gonna start at the top right here and just going down. So type in GR again, that's grid line, and then here we go from right to left. So this is the left side, and we could just extend this west elevation later on. We could press escape and then escape again, zoom in, and then here from 8 it will start with 9. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select that grid bubble, and then let's type in capital A. So from there now, Revit will recognize that, and it will create grid line A up to B once we add it again. Here I'm just gonna select that, and then I'm gonna move it a little bit on the left side, so we have enough space to work around here. So now let's select this A grid line, and then click on copy, and then multiple is checked already because that's the last thing that we did. So it recognized the previous selection that we did, so you don't need to check it again. Grab this one and then pull it below, and then now we start typing in 4947 8289 10766 12467 7925. Again, we're going to move some stuff right here. So here I mistakenly press escape, but don't worry, we could just continue again. So this is F going to G, so I'm just gonna select that again and then pull it down. So now it's 6679 7960 7782 7460 5830 6528 and 10561. So that's the last thing. It should be M grid line. And then now, as you can see, we need to move this south elevation, so I'm just gonna grab that and then move it right about here. And then here we could just center this out. This is around the center of the model, So I'm just grabbing it and then trying to center it so that the view will still see everything that is in front of it. Because if you leave the elevation tags right about here, if we do anything right here, if we create something, it won't see anything that's behind it. So now, if you notice, we need to pull this one down as well. So I'm gonna click on one of them. And if you notice, if you click one of them, it will have this dash on the bottom. So basically that dash on the bottom indicates that once I move this, everything will move. So that's very convenient for us because we need to move everything all at once. So that's good, and then that's what makes our life easy. So here I'm gonna pull this one up again as we're going to add in some dimension. So I'm just giving it some space in order for us to add dimension. So here I'm gonna click on dimension, align dimension, or you can type in DI. Usually we add dimensions on every grid lines. So here I'm just adding each and every one of them, and then give it an overall. So as you can see, we added all of that, and then here we need to add all of them as well. So every dimension we need to add. And then pull it right here and then give the overall as well. Zoom in and everything is good. Everything is created too. So next thing we're gonna do is we're going to go to our elevations. I'm gonna start by clicking on south elevation, and then from here, as you can see, we still need to fix some stuff. So here I'm gonna select that, and then I'm gonna move it right around here. I want my levels from the grid lines to be all crossing each other out. So here it was right here, we need to pull it out so that everything will be being seen. So now right here we're gonna have level 1 up to level 2 around 4,000. Select that. We could copy, so difference between copy. So here I'm gonna create a copy of level 2, and then we can type in at 4,000, and then level 3 was created, but it's not in our floor plan right here. So what we need to do again in order for that to show is view, and then here plan views, floor plan, and then here select level 3, and it will create level 3, and as you can see we have level 3 right there. Another way of creating levels, if we go to architecture, beside grid line or grid, it's level. So you can type in LL. The difference between this and that is here, once we add the other level, the only problem is that we need to add this one perfectly. So here 4,000, and then here we need to grab it and add it again. So here we have 4, 8, 12. Those are the heights that we need. Press escape, and the level 4 is already added. So those are the difference between copy and using level. Both has pros and cons. I usually like to create the copy command. It's because what if you have multiple levels like this one? It's very hard to just do it manually like that. level by level, you need to click and click right here to just add multiple. If you just do copy, it's very easy. You just need to copy. You can type it. You can even do array of that. So here we could select that one now. If you notice, one of the reason why if we go to level 3 and some of the grid line is not showing, the reason for that is if we go to your elevation, it's not crossing out on the elevation vertical and horizontal. So those grids are not crossing to the level. So if we pull this one up now, if we notice level 3, it has its elevation now. But if you notice, there's no horizontal grid line. Now we need to investigate other elevations. So probably in east elevation, this is not crossing out as well. So you need to fix that and pull that one. And then after that, if you check, so here in east, we need to pull it up again, pull it up, and if we check it, this will appear because everything is crossing out. So the only thing you need to do is double check each and every one of your levels, each and every one of your elevations, making sure that everything is crossing out. If not, just extend it so that every level, all the grids are showing. So now just double checking everything. South is good, east, north, and west. If we check level 3, everything is showing, and if we check level 4, everything is showing as well. So that's one of the reason why some of you guys are messaging me, how come this is not showing. That's the troubleshoot or the solution for that. So now we opened so much already. I want to clean it out. So to clean it fast, you just need to select this one, close inactive views, and only the one that you selected is the one that is open. And then now, if you want to add the grid bubble on the ends as well, the only thing you need to do is select each and every grid like that and check show bubble. The only problem with this is you need to do it individually like so. Haven't seen anything that has a solution, but at least once you do this, you'll be able to see all of your grid lines. You don't need to investigate what's your location, especially like this one. This project is massive, so we need all the help that we can get. We need all the identification, coordination that we have, so that once I say that, oh, you need to place this one on this grid line, you'll be able to add it instantly. So that's the only tedious part of this one, is by adding all those grid lines. And then unfortunately, it's not something that will be added on other levels, but you could do that by yourself offline. Maybe I'm gonna do that, but for now, at least it's something that I showed you how to do, and then it's up to you if you're gonna add it. So thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.